everyone, how are you? Welcome to my channel. My name is Dawn. Thank you so much for being here. Please do hit subscribe and follow along on other social media outlets. All of that is below in the description. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and you're more than welcome to leave feedback publicly or privately. Thank you. I have the book now appointment button on my Facebook page if you'd like to pop on over there and book an appointment for a live reading either via video call or over the phone. So check that out. Okay, so for today, energetically, so much healing that needs to be done. I know in one respect it has so much to do, like, on a global sense that I've been chatting about for the last few weeks, but also on a more personal, localized sense. And when you heal yourself, you do heal your ancestors, and that chain breaks, that karmic cycle breaks and it heals. And that is so important for moving forward, for after you've passed into spirit, etc., etc., and for the future generations of your bloodline, we'll say. But how you're dealing with things, it's okay to have them blowout moments. It's okay to, you know, roar and shout and scream and revert inwards and kind of become quiet and, you know, trying to order the chaos that can be in your head. But one thing that you must continue to do is heal one step at a time, one foot in front of the other, regardless of how I'm going to say how big the trauma is, or how, you know, trauma affects people in a whole host of different manners. So don't judge people on what you feel, like, you know, in comparison to your trauma, regardless of the extent or, you know, anything like that. There's no comparison. Trauma is trauma, pain is pain, and it doesn't really matter if it's, we'll say, siblings. You know, we were all raised the same or whatever, but none of us are the same in here. We're not the same in here. You view things differently, you feel things differently, and there has to be a level of respect, and mutual respect at that, you know, you deal with it all in different manners. So for today, take the time to really, you know, love yourself and be proud of the person who you are. You know, it doesn't matter how far you feel you should have come, or you should have been, or where you should be at, or, you know, what happened in the past. Be proud of the person you are today, because you've made it thus far. You've gone through everything. You've been through so much. Every single bad day, you have come through each and every single one. So, that being said, I am doing the daily guidance, and I've been guided to use my Wisdom of Avalon deck by Klepper and Reed. So this is one card for the collective, so it's one card for everyone. Please accept in love and light what you can relate to, and please leave in love and light what you can't for somebody else. Thank you. Okay, so for today we have fear. What an apt card when we're speaking about fear, about trauma, sorry, and the fear of kind of opening up that can of worms, or opening back up Pandora's box where you stuffed in everything and buried it down deep. The fear is real, and it's that kind of nearly the fear of you knowing what's going to be unearthed and knowing, you know, what you have to do to overcome it, but also the fear of, you know, not being able to do it, not being strong enough. But you are strong enough, one day at a time, one step at a time, okay? For other people, perhaps it's communicating that's fearful. Maybe having to kind of say these things out loud, or even say them in your internal monologue instead of pushing them past. And this isn't all to do with trauma, okay? I'm not speaking on behalf of everyone watching. This is something that needs to be said. Stop being fearful. Say it in your own time, in your own way. Okay, but I think for a lot of you, you need to get to grips with it in your head, and what it is and why you want to say it, and how you're going to say it. And you know something, to be fair, it doesn't matter how much planning and, you know, kind of mind over matter comes down to the fact of trying to say different things, you still have to overcome one obstacle, and that one obstacle is fear. Don't be afraid of failure, because failing to try is failure anyway. So if that's the reason why you're being afraid, is because you're afraid to fail and you're fearful of trying for the next step in case you can't fulfill it or can't see it through, you're failing by not trying. So wouldn't it be better to try and learn from that mistake, or learn how differently you can do it? And use your words, people. People need to use their words, regardless of, regardless of how afraid you are, or how, you don't want to hurt someone's feelings. Say if it's in a work situation and you want to go for that promotion, or you want to whatever, but you're afraid of standing on someone else's toes at work. You need to trust yourself, okay? If you don't go and ask, you're never going to know. I think that's the big one with the communication. If you don't ask, you will never know. And if you don't ask, you don't get. So isn't it better to kind of, on the other side, if you don't get it, but isn't it better to have put that out to the universe, put that out to the people who, you're asking for or asking about, or whatever the case may be, okay? If you don't make the appointment, you will never know. You will continuously live in fear. If you don't keep that appointment, you will continuously live in fear. It's like a no-win situation. You're left hanging around in limbo, and it's best to know than not know, and kick yourself first. Okay, but that is the card for today. I hope that you can relate. Thank you all so much, and stay safe, everyone. There is a lot of pain and suffering, presently and currently throughout the world, but there's an awful lot of pain, still unresolved, and still unhealed, that's lingering around. A big thing is forgiving yourself and forgiving another person. That's the tricky one. Forgiving another person for, something major or something, whatever the case is. But that's where you need to start. Forgive yourself, and then slowly it'll happen that you forgive the other person. But thank you all so much. I hope that you have a great day. Take it easy, everyone. Bye.